Hi everyone, it's Maggie here from Witch and Moon. Thank you all for joining me today. Hope I'm not too close to you guys. I feel a little weird today for some reason. If you're joining me here today, you may have come here wondering whether or not magic is real. First off, yes, magic is real. The great thing about magic is the more that you believe in it, the more real magic becomes. And it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I know a lot of other witches on here are also very passionate about. So I just wanted to talk a little bit and kind of break down what magic is and where it comes from. The type of magic I'm going to be talking about is called sympathetic magic. Sympathetic magic is a theory that was created by Sir James Frazer. He talks about it a lot in his book that was published in 1889. Called The Golden Bough. So this is something that I've talked about in the past. It's a very dry read, but it's not very difficult to read. I think that you can find it for free online if it's something that you want to look into. My studies have taken me through it in the past, and it's definitely something to really add to the information that you collect while you're on your witch journey. So The Golden Bough, and I'll try and leave a link to it below. If I can find it for free online, I'll leave a link for you guys below. It's definitely worth a read. To better understand and explain his theory, Frazer broke up sympathetic magic into two different parts. The first one being similarity or imitation, and the second one being contagion or contact. So firstly, by imitating something, by imitating an event or an action, magician can affect change through the imitation itself. This brings to mind images of puppets or fetishes, things that people would use in voodoo or hoodoo to create an image of a person itself. That would be imitation. And more currently in the New Age movement, mood boards is something that could be kind of linked to imitation as well as contagion. But if you have a picture of a house that you want to live in, the magic is happening by already imagining that you're in that house. That is the imitation that is within that scenario. I use a lot of imitation magic in my practice. Those of you may find yourself using contact magic more so. And let me tell you why. Because if you're ever searching online for those correspondences, if you're typing in mugwort correspondences online, you're definitely using contact magic. Frazer theorized that if two objects come into contact, then they will forever affect one another. So say that you have a lock of my hair and you burn it or something. That could make me, the owner of the hair, feel very hot or feel like I'm on fire or something like that. Also, it relates to the way that we use herbs in correspondences with spell work. Beet juice may have been used to help cleanse the blood. Phallic shaped roots may have been used to cure male impotence, that sort of thing. So, there are reasons why we have these long lists of correspondences with all of these herbs, because there's something about them that links them to an ailment or another type of, or to an action or whatever it is you need to help you with magically. Most of the time you can tell though it has to do with a medicinal purpose. It's not necessarily always magical, even though we like to link things like prosperity and love to certain situations, certain herbs, and use them in different situations. But most of the time when using herbs, it has to do with the medicinal effects that they believed that the herb had. And that's because the majority of it was because of how the plant looked or how it related to certain symptoms that a person might have. In more new agey, witchy kind of movements that are happening right now, we may be using things like incenses or rose quartz or crystals in our practice to represent that contact magic, that contagion type of magic. Like I said, we may also use a piece of clothing that belonged to a person that touched somebody, because like I said before, if it comes into contact with another object, it will forever have an effect on that other object. So I know this video is really short, but I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Like I said, I will link to the book below so you can have a look at that. But sometimes it helps me to break things down further so that I fully understand what it is I'm doing whenever I go to cast a circle and do some magic. So if you can kind of get a grasp on, oh, I'm going to use sympathetic magic, I'm going to use imitation magic for this, it will kind of help narrow down exactly what it is you're wanting to do so you're not just all over the place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm not the authority on these kinds of things. Go and look everything up for yourself. These types of things are really easy to find if you know the words to look for. And so that's what I'm trying to share with you. I've done a lot of research on all this stuff through the years. And like sometimes I know the right words to look up to share with you guys. So conduct your own research, form your own opinions, and let me know what you think. I love you all so much. Thanks. Bye.